taking potlins down.
Confirm.
Roger, UCCL is on him. Mike is too far away.
Get back up.
Roger.
I just dropped one northwest about 100 meters.
Copy. We're moving northwest, 150 meters.
I dropped
Yeah, we're on you. Just going to the next compound west.
We shouldn't keep pushing west because the compounds across the street to the north are not clear. You want to move across north and clear those?
Roger, I copy. Do you need assistance over? Roger. I'm gonna push my team north across the road and clear these compounds to your west. I'll copy.
Alright, pushing north across this road. Bravo is in contact, danger close to their north. We're gonna clear these compounds to their west.
I'm covering.
Pushing. Cross it.
That's man.
This compound back to our northeast had a guy in it a minute ago.
Roger, let's push in and clear.
Went in a right.
Or left.
I shot a guy through the window in this building.
Roger, left side's clear.
There's another guy in and to the left. I'm not sure if I got him. I'm flashing.
Roger.
Flash out. Going in and left.
I got that.
Left's clear.
Alright, so we got contact from both sides. We're waiting for you to push on us.
Roger.
On you.
If you guys want to take the
Roger,
back.
Bravo.
Going in, going right.
On you, Mackenzie. Take the back side, I'll pick this door.
Clear this hut from that other fucking side.
There's a guy in the hut. Guy in the hut.
This guy in the hut.
Who went around the back side of the other hut? Fucking get the door on this hut over here. Seriously?
Shut the guy on the door. There's might be another one in there.
Like Mackenzie, you could have gone around behind the hut and cut off that angle.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but you just told me to come back around.
No, that you were okay. Do you want to go out from this side or push back to the road and go up? All right, I'm pushing up.
Yeah, move through that side and then cut south and across the road. There should be one more compound uncleared on the south side of the road.
Going in left.
1-1, this is Alpha. I copy your last note.
Advise the RS are reporting more reinforcements coming in from the
Opening
north.
this door. Okay.
It's clear from the window.
There's a guy down there. I hit him. He's down.
I'm pushing the chick, clear it out.
Yeah, Roger, I copy.
Building's clear.
We got contact on your side of the fucking compound. We're taking fire from the last building. The last southern building.
I'm going around the back side.
Alright, he's dead.
I'm hearing a BTR to the fucking northwest.
Bravo, I'm hearing a BTR to the northwest.
Did you clear
Fuck
the
me, I
hut?
need you to maneuver on
I
this
didn't see
BTR.
anyone in the hut from the other side.
Hut's clear.
I'm on you, Brum.
It's clear.
2, I need you to find this BTR and kill it.
Might be able to get a shot on it from the roof over here.
Okay, let's move it in.
It's moving around behind us.
It sounds like it's straight west, close behind.
It's
Yeah,
west.
it's straight west. Alright, don't go up on the roof up there. You'll have a shot on it. It sounds like it's still, engine's still on.
Put a 40 on it.
Put 40s on it, yep.
Those are DP.
A firm.
We got RPG here. If we need it.
I think they nailed. I think they nailed it.
They just cut the engine.
Copy.
Yeah,
It's
engine's cooking.
smoking, I think.
If it's nailed.
I haven't seen any dismounts yet.
Alpha, is it
I
clear?
mean, they might be dead inside.
Fuck you behind the rock. Shit. You good? Yeah, I'm. Fuck me. Hey, take the corner, Hawkins.
Keep hitting it. Or...
Alpha, this bro, we have a danger.
Hit it until it cooks. I want to be sure.
Straight north.
Yeah, roger, Bravo. Advised, I believe the BTR is disabled. The engine's from.
God damn it.
I haven't had any dismounts yet, so we're gonna hit it until it cooks. So.
Roger that. Be advised. Take care of the west side. We're gonna take care of the north.
Roger.
All right, I'm down to about 400 rounds.
I'll put a box in.
I'm sorry.
Alright, ceasefire on that, I'm gonna put them on it.
I think it was HE.
1-1 is south of Sagan.
Thank you.
Negative, we haven't got that far
Yeah,
yet. We're about 75 meters away from it. We're pushing there.
Alright, guys. There's
Alright,
a checkpoint
good west,
to the
we're gonna
west
move
and
out, we're gonna
75
clear this
meters north. We're
compound
gonna
to the
take care of it.
just to the south side of the BTR, and then we're gonna push to that checkpoint to the west.
There's still other compounds to our south that haven't been cleared.
Roger, I'm tracking. Team 2, hit those compounds directly to our south. We're gonna hold security to the west with drone.
Bravo, what's your status to the north? Are you still in contact?
No, we cleared this compound already.
Oh, okay.
Moving to the next compound west. Just gonna check the back, Mackenzie.
Can't see anything in there from this side. I'm holding security on the fucking west side.
Yeah, Roger.
Back is clear.
Alright, team 2, clear that. We're gonna hold outside security.
1-1 is south, over. Be advised, I've got this BTR here. It's engine is fried, but we don't know the status of the crew. They haven't dismounted and it hasn't cooked off. Do you want me to put them on it? Roger.
In the field, west. Bravo's engaging that.
Lots of guys come over that hilltop, fucking northwest.
Roger.
Ridge line.
Team 2, if you're done with that compound, Mackenzie, I need you to put 40s down range to the fucking 340 roughly.
Bravo, be advised, we are engaging your contacts with 40 Mike. Also be advised, this we push to the checkpoint, it's clear. All in southward. Be advised, this checkpoint to the on the west end of town is clear. Alpha copies.
Alright, Team 2, hold security to the west. I'm gonna push to this BTR and plant them on it.
That's over in the direction where we
North.
were taking fire from a minute ago. They're peeking over the hill.
Roger. 1-1. Advice demo is set, ready to blow on your orders.
Demo is set on the checkpoint. Hey, we gonna move now. Are we gonna move back to the center?
Alpha copies. Is that intersection grid ref 004071?
Team 2 push back and then
Alpha copies. We are Mike.
Alright, heads up, we're gonna push back east to that intersection. Just to the east side of the objective Bravo marker, east of the water tower. And we're gonna set up a blocking position towards the north.
Copy.
Copy.
Yeah, last man.
Alright, let's move.
Last woman.
Are you moving?
Oh shoot.
Push east from now.
Oh, yep. Hello. More smoke.
Alpha copies.
Who's the last man? Roger.
Can we take this gas if we're setting up a blocking position, since it has, you know, a machine gun and a grenade launcher?
Yeah, fucking do it.
Take the 3-story building.
1-1 south over. Advise
Of
we are
course.
commandeering this
What are you of course saying? No keys.
Oh, no keys.
Roger. Does it work?
It was out of fuel.
Alright. 1 on the south over. Disregard my last, fucking Vic was out of fuel, we can't move it. Was this the BMP you saw earlier?
Yep.
Damn man, you're getting all.
Oh, yeah.
What the
No
fuck
wonder it
was
wasn't
that?
doing anything.
But I still love you though.
Is
More
this the
assets
intersection?
coming in from the north.
Is this our intersection?
You take the time.
Alpha
to
copies,
do
more infantry inbound from the north.
06081.
Get up on the
Right.
roof.
Yeah, Roger.
Coming in,
Yeah, air
from
assets
the north, over.
reporting more infantry inbound from the north. Stand by for more information from about their origin.
1-1 is south over. Can you give
I'll
the
give you a
grid to the
lollipop.
origin of these
You know
reinforcements?
what I mean?
Does anyone have a fucking sandbag tool?
Oh, I'm gonna get kicked out from my
Alpha's
phone.
tracking.
Alright, the reinforcements are pushing from the group of 4 compounds at grid 006081, roughly a click.
I'm shooting.
Yeah, Roger. Are you good?
Are we clear
Yeah,
to
there.
take
Yeah,
enemy RPGs?
I was having issues.
Roger.
Does anyone have a fucking sandbag tool?
Yeah, Affirm. I can put up fortification for you.
I'm dragging this cord to face north.
Alpha copies.
zone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Do you want
You can just jump down.
I'll help you.
Was any good?
Oh, what the fuck?
Stand by. I need an ace
Roger.
report, guys.
I need an ace report, guys.
Oops, Bobbin's all good.
What the fuck? Roger.
I'm greenish.
That's good.
Yellow on it.
One was southward.
40s.
Kenzie's green.
Good advice, ace report is follows. We are green on 556, black on AT, yellow on throwables,
Black on HEDP.
black on HEDP.
I thought I could help you, but apparently I think I can only help you dig trenches. I can't help you fill sandbags.
What the fuck is wrong with this machine gun?
Well, I didn't know where yours were going, and I didn't want
One
to
this Bravo. Ace following. Black on AT, yellow on HEDP, green across the board. Over.
You know, because I'm no Martha Stewart with sandbags like you are, so.
What's Martha Stewart got to do with sand?
Browse yourself over.
Send it.
He's magical to
Does your grenadier have any extra HEDP? He can lend my grenadier.
Stand by.
Is that gap too wide? I think it's too
Hawkins.
fucking wide.
Still.
No, not really.
Hawkins,
Yeah, send it.
how many do you have?
The gun itself
boys?
might
I have
hurt me though.
Yeah, I think that's weird. It takes like
6 HED.
twice as long to
And then
Six.
I have all my
as to
smokes.
repack the fucking belt.
Roger. Alpha is black on it, so maybe you can give 3 of them.
How do I get down from here?
Stand by.
Oh,
1-1, this
yeah,
is
I'll be here.
Alpha. I'm ready to death time now. Be advised, control death in 10 0.
Roger, northeast movement.
Eyes on.
Moving down.
At be advised, control death. 5-0.
Big fucking gun.
They're about
Right behind you.
maybe 300 meters, maybe.
Alpha, this Bravo.
This fucking place is a maze to get up. Who am I giving my
He's downstairs somewhere.
motherfucker? Okay.
Good.
You might no.
Mackenzie, I've got Bravo's grenadier looking for you. She's got some HEDP for you.
Copy.
I think I'm moving back to our team.
There's guys straight up the road. North.
You couldn't find it.
Mackenzie, they couldn't find you, so you're gonna have to do without for now.
What's the range on that compound where those guys are coming out?
Stand by,
Straight up the
getting
road.
range.
Range is 426 meters. There's more on the left side of that compound.
150 rounds left on this thing.
My clear to send 40s up to the compound.
Stand by.
One south over. 40 Mike.
Mackenzie, that's a negative on the compound itself, but if you see shit on the fields, you're cleared.
Copy.
see a vehicle. I only saw it for a split second. It was 020 moving left to right. I'm reloading, so I have full belt. Is that a gas? That's a gas.
Yeah, bro, just called out a gun truck.
But that one has fuel. Is it?
I think the gunner's dead.
Okay, firm.
I think I just got the driver.
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, I'm down to the last 50. I'm gonna get off this thing in case there's like a BTR or something.
Behind it, moving from right to left.
Yeah, firm, I'm hitting them
I
with
probably he's disabled.
Dude, this thing only ranges up to 250. Oh. Yeah, hell yeah, use that red smoke for me.
Alpha copies.
Bro, copies. There's a minor reinforcement.
Drum, do you have eyes on behind the trees where that red smoke is? I saw
Smoke,
movement
I
over
got
there.
movement.
No, there's
Yeah,
no angle.
right there.
Belts here soon again.
Bravo.
Then that's-
Alpha's
Do you have an angle on the red smoke behind those trees over there? I saw movement earlier, but we don't have shots from our position.
okay, I'm gonna go see if he has ammo for our
Negative so far. I'm trying to get up with
Roger.
Did I? Fucking Munson, giving you some belt.
Struck two guys you probably can't see at like 025.
disregard that area is no longer on the board.
Yeah, I have no eyes up in that direction.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
well, we
it's
are too low to the ground to see anything.
2-9er.
Some more guys over there like 030.
Munson, right there, Munson. I'm fucking pointing at it. Moving forward.
RPG.
Where
Team
did
2,
it
can
come
you
from?
push to
Yeah,
that,
I got
the far corner of the compound you're on? The east corner, I mean. Just check the backside of this compound. Make sure nobody's sneaking up.
Yeah, we got eyes and
Damn
people.
it.
We're gonna push up on that
That's
side,
right,
but
we got more reinforcement coming in from 000.
we'll check the compound.
They're
Bro,
sending
just
traces
called up
out
more
straight
reinforcements
north
from
now.
the north. But more movement over there.
That's what you Oh, I love you guys.
Oh god. but the
Movement on that hill.
Alphas.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Checkman, are you good up there?
Hey, firm. You guys alright over there?
You got fucking eyes on the RPG?
What?
Wap.
Wap!
Wap.
RPG gun is dead.
God, I hate that I fucking suck with this gun.
Bro killed the RPG gunner.
'Cause I could have killed that RPG
Or
gunner
somebody
before
did.
he even got
They
a
call
shot
it.
off, but nope. Oh, one shot, one.
Drum,
kill.
do you need a
Hey,
box
Hawkins,
for
did you
your
give your pouch
gun?
to Munson?
Gross.
Probably.
I got infantry movement 050 in the Rees.
05?
Mike just called out infantry 050 in the read.
Bullet.
Yeah, me.
If you're up here, you want to build some more sandbags, that would be way better than what I've got up here.
The fucking hill, Rich.
Just give me my box.
I'm hearing shots come from like the leads-ish, from like straight northeast.
Thanks, Mike.
Team 2, stand by.
Alpha, be advised, my AR has
Inventory
last belt.
355.
Team 2, there's enemy infantry roughly 100 meters to your northeast.
Eyes on rocks.
Yeah, we have no eyes from our position presently.
Roger.
I guess no sandbag for me.
Try to maneuver.
Hey,
See if you can
Nixon,
get eyes north of your
if
position
you
through
want,
the
get
backside of
fucking,
those
rooftop,
compounds you're on.
if you can
Yeah,
see
don't go
better.
too
Yeah,
far.
the only thing we can do is look at the backside, but we will not move to overextend ourselves here.
Yeah, Roger.
If you get in that building just
Alpha, what's your
straight to your
medical
south,
status?
you can crawl up that ramp and at least
I
you can
believe
pop
we're all good. Stand by, I'll check.
sandbags on that fucking rooftop.
Check yourselves medically, make sure you're not
Oh, I
bleeding.
think I yelled so much.
Does
Copy me,
anybody
Team
need pain
2?
management?
Building straight to your south, like 20 meters. That's them over to our east, right? On the other side of the building?
Yeah, Afer.
The building to your south has a ramp. You can get up on the roof and then build sandbags up there.
Copy.
There you go.
Check yourself, guys.
Copy out.
I like the drums, like feet are just dingling.
Dingling or dangling?
Dangling, dingling.
They're dingle dangling. Okay.
And you got any more on the north? Roger.
Hey, it's same.
Bravo has nothing on north.
Repacking.
Oh yeah. Mike, I think I need some. I got 3 full mags. That's good.
Can somebody tell me why I have YMCA stuck in my head?
Drum,
What?
you okay?
I'm yeah,
Mission
yes.
complete. Mission complete.
Mission
You need
complete,
assistance?
guys. Good job.
When do I not?
We're rallying right outside to the north.
One
across the
be
street.
advised during
We're rallying on that field to our north.
Disconnect.
Disregard my last. Just disconnect.
What?
Because it's an odds up, which is like a.
Alright, yeah.
I wasn't aware that was a thing on OGSOP missions for squad trainings, but is everybody out? Is anybody not out?
I'm out.
Kenzie's out.
Alright, stand by. Let me pull up my notes here. Okay.
Oh man, your roof was so much cooler than ours.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. So, I'll start with the mission itself first. As far as you guys assaulting and clearing out the town, the objective town, you guys did that. Every building was cleared. You guys didn't leave anything behind. Stand by, I'm getting a message. You did blow up the one ammo cache underneath the camo net, and you also took out the checkpoint, and you guys set demo on that BTR and blew it up. However, you guys did not place demo or destroy the actual 2 AA Zeus trucks that were sitting in the compound next to it. Nobody planted demo on those, and those were left there in the AO.
Gotcha.
Seems like something a squad leader would have noticed.
This is true. No, you're right. I'm not saying that's not the case, but I was hoping you guys saw the Zeus trucks. I believe I heard it called out on at least both nets, if not one. So, just make sure that we're maintaining some of that situational awareness and understanding what your actual objective was. Not only was it to clear that town out, but it was to take out any of the AA threats. You did take out half of the AA cache. You actually took out the AA cache of weapons, but the 2 trucks were still there. Good job on defending the QRFs from the north. I don't think any of those guys came anywhere close to like 400 meters of you guys once you guys consolidated back into the center of the town. So that was fucking outstanding. I saw you guys up, elevating yourselves, getting yourselves high, using your fortified tools, and also using enemy static weapons and whatnot to engage that shit. So that was outstanding. Couple of the things that we need to work on that I'm going to go into. In my opinion, it felt like at the beginning, the 2 teams were getting a little separated, and it felt like you guys were working a little autonomously again. But then about halfway through, once you started clearing kind of past that water tower, it got a lot better. At one point, the whole squad found itself in one building. Try to avoid that. You guys want to try to push, stay online with each other and keep yourselves spread out. Because if I wanted to, I could have just pushed a team up from, one side of that house or the other side of that house, and you guys would have all been boxed in there. Not to mention if we had some sort of heavy armor piece, BMP or something, just started laying waste in that house, and that house came down, our whole squad's down. So make sure we're just keeping that situational awareness on where the other teams are and that you're supporting each other, which brings me to my next point. Bravo, outstanding job today. There were at least, 3 times that you were holding security for Alpha while they were breaching a compound, and Alpha went down or somebody had a casualty, and as soon as you fucking heard that, I instantly saw you taking your team to push back to aid or hold tighter security and help them out, and then at one point you even started clearing kind of for them while they got their wounded up. So that's outstanding work there, Sergeant AJ. Keep that shit up. That's what I expect, when one of your teams is in danger or needs some help, just instantly reacting like that. So I was really proud to see that. I didn't see anybody running off on their own from either team, so outstanding job on that. It was always buddy teams with each other. Both teams, just make sure that when you are having buddies clear a building or something, which is something we commonly do, that you are able to still support them and hold security on the outside of that building or compound. Sometimes it looked a little sketch to me. I don't know if you guys could have, but it seemed like you were, because you were kind of holding position and talking to your teammates and asking when they were done clearing the building. So that was still good on keeping the communication up within your team, finding out what you're doing. The situation when Captain Drumheller went down, I'd like to see that a little faster, whether it's CRLS or the medic. I know the medic was kind of with Bravo at the time, and Captain Drumheller, to answer your message, the wall actually wasn't what took you down. The gunner ran up beside you and shot you before the wall collapsed down.
You mean the 3 guys on the other side of the wall that were all shooting me at the same time because the wall fell down?
Yeah, well, I saw when you were shooting at the guy to your right through the vehicles, and then the guy came
to shoot to my left, and then the wall was down, and there were 4 guys shooting at me.
Okay, I don't know how the wall went down. I guess
ArmA. That's why I told you to get me up.
Copy. I didn't catch that message until later on. So yeah, so Alpha, good work on at least keeping him stable, and you pulled him back into cover, so that was good. Just make sure you try to get your CLS or somebody back there to push CPR or something. But he didn't go KIA, so that's good. My next note is when you guys are clearing compounds, that compound that we're kind of talking about, you guys did good as far as clearing it. Bravo pushed around to the backside to kind of clear it when Alpha was injured, and the other two buddy teams or Alpha were kind of pushing in and clearing the house. Just make sure that you guys are keeping the cons up when you're doing something like that, though, because I don't know if the other team even knew Alpha was in that building, because I think I heard somebody say, "Oh, Alpha's already in here," and you guys now you had a team and two other guys clustered in one building again. You know, this even goes down to the normal, you know, not the team leaders too. You know, you guys have micro daggers. You know, make sure you're kind of referring to those every now and then. If you see, you know, you should kind of have a fill the gap mentality. You know, if you see friendlies up ahead of you or on your micro dagger in the building, you know, don't push in there unless you're specifically going in there for something. Push around it, outside, fill the gaps, find the alleys or, you know, areas where the enemy is going to engage them from. We don't need a whole team or 6 guys in one of those little mud houses. The armor acquisition, so the 2 BTRs I threw at you guys was outstanding. You guys fucking heard them right away. You called them out, gave the bearings. I'm pretty sure everybody was very well aware of them. You guys were tracking their movement, and they were dispatched very quickly. The first one, somebody shot an AT at it in the middle of the street. I was in that BTR. I didn't even see you or where the rocket came from. So whoever shot that and was concealed in a way that I couldn't even see you, that was outstanding. And then the second BTR, it engaged Bravo a little bit when you guys were kind of on that defensive position on the hill. Then the BTR pushed around on the road, and somebody in Alpha hit it with something. I don't know what it was. It killed the crew on the inside, and the vehicle was still active. That was kind of one of the first times I've seen that. And then you guys just dumped a bunch of 40s on it and disabled the engine and eventually blew it up with demo. So really good job on the armor acquisition and kind of keeping you guys safe there. Just another note I had down here was just spacing. I know I touched on it a little bit, but again, just make sure you guys aren't clustering up on each other. I was purposely sort of, you team leaders know that I tend to, you know, say a lot about that stuff in the missions themselves. I wanted to kind of give you guys the opportunity to sort of recognize that. I did point it out to you guys a couple times, and you guys unfucked it, so that's good. But yeah, I don't want to have to always be worrying about you guys being clustered up. So just make sure you guys are working together and realizing those situations when they come up. Your speed was pretty good in my opinion. I didn't think you guys were going through it too fast. I didn't think you guys were going too slow. I can see you guys covering each other and crossing in some cases. I obviously couldn't see everything at all times, but the speed and pace you guys went through was pretty good. You guys actually went through it a little faster than I anticipated you to. So that's really good work there too. And those were my notes. Overall, good job. Like I said, try to make sure we're just paying attention to what the actual mission objective is, although like Captain Drumheller said, that would be something I obviously would remind you guys and we would have taken care of in game. And just keep the communication up. I still think Sergeant AJ and Sergeant Lowberry, you guys can get a little better talking to each other on comms, but we're getting there. It's definitely been, you know, we've definitely need more work in the past, so I can definitely see you guys were trying today to talk to each other a little bit more. But one thing I want you guys to focus on too is when you're talking to each other and letting each other know what's going on. Don't let that stuff just go in one ear and out the other. Actually process what each other is saying and react accordingly. You're supposed to be, you know, we are supposed to be fighting as one squad together, just as our squad is supposed to be fighting as one platoon together. It's one entity, right? So we should be trying to do everything we can. So not, you know, I try to do as a squad leader, you guys should be trying to do as a team leader, and then the you guys, you know, underneath the team leader should be doing everything to support your team leader and working together as a team and everything. It just goes all the way up and down the chain. So overall, I think you guys did a pretty good job. I'll start with Sergeant Littleberry from Alpha.
Thank you, Sergeant. I don't really have anything, any critiques other than like what you already mentioned. I thought we did a pretty decent job. Comms, I think, were improved from the last time between me and AJ, but could still use some work. Yeah, I don't really. The only thing was I would have liked to have been able to push from the first baseline a little bit sooner, but I wasn't up there with Bravo, so I don't know what was going on up there. It just felt like a long time sitting there at that baseline, but that's the only thing I had. Thanks.
Roger, and just to touch on that, so you guys did the right thing by holding there because basically it was kind of like what we did at platoon training. Alpha was sort of that pivot point, you know, just from the direction you guys inserted from, and then Bravo had to kind of wheel around and clear out those 2 compounds to the north and get online with you. So you guys did the right thing. I wouldn't have wanted you guys to push west past the phase line because then Bravo would be kind of out on their own to the north. So you guys did that right. Sergeant AJ, Bravo.
Thank you, Sergeant. I would say the reason we got clumped up in that compound right next to the truck was because I felt we didn't have any cover on the right side of the road, and we took heavy fire down the road as well. So I pushed, and we took a lot of fire as well from the compound. We pushed out, cleared it out, and then that's why we got bunched up. I agree. We should have spread that shit out faster and moved up in front of Alpha, but that's something we need to work on. Other than else, I agree with everything you said. Thanks, Sergeant.
All right. And that was a good decision too, AJ. Though, you know, if you're taking fire and you don't have any cover and you'd rather not be in an open field, you push somewhere. So, you know, I just want to be clear that that's a good decision. Yeah, just try not to stay too clumped up like that for too long. Sergeant Arch, medical.
Sergeant, hardly anyone got shot. I got nothing.
Outstanding. Captain Drumheller.
Yeah, got 2 things. Did you try to find a Zeus for this?
Negative, I did not, Captain.
All right. So first thing is the auxiliary ops. These are actually part of Operation Black Spear. So if you're going to do an auxiliary op, you need to be leading the squad.
Roger that, Captain.
The second thing is if you're not leading the squad, you need to find a battle buddy for your medic. If you're doing a training or, you know, something where there's going to be a live fire exercise, you need to have an even number of people unless you just absolutely can't get an even number of people.
Roger that, Captain. I'll fix that for next time. Thank you.
That's all I
had. Sergeant Heckman.
Thank you, Sergeant Sullivan. I have a few things, but I'll make it quick. One, when your team leader's giving you orders, follow them. If you can't, then explain why you can't. But at one point, Sergeant AJ was telling us that we needed to break contact and push back, and I literally just was sitting there watching 2 of our guys just remain engaging contacts. Okay, so it's whatever. If you're actively engaging or being engaged, then relay that information, but never ignore your leadership's order. Okay, like it's imperative, because this is like a problem at every level, that if we cannot follow our order, we need to communicate why. Okay, like if you're actively engaging said targets, or you're set base of fire, whatever you need to do, but just make sure that we're communicating with that. Okay, like that. I don't want to see that happen again at any level. Okay. On that note, comms, when it came to us engaging. Or Alpha, when you were engaged, we had multiple people in our team being like, are they okay? Like, is Alpha okay? Is it, whatever. So, like, that level of caring and giving a shit about your other team, out fucking standing. Okay, we want to sustain the living shit out of that. Makes my pee-pee move. It's great. Love it. Absolutely love it. Situational awareness. When we are getting shot at, we need to take cover. I saw that happen multiple times today. Out fucking standing. Another unit-wide problem, but it looked good today. You know, I was watching people get shot at and actually take cover and allow somebody else to maneuver and handle it. Okay, that's why we work and we operate as a unit, is so that we can allow for fire and maneuver. Okay, it ain't just fire, it's fire and maneuver. right, we all know what we're doing. So good fucking shit for the multiple times that I saw that. And I guess I have situation awareness and reaction to contact. Yeah, both of those things are the same thing. So in this instance, so yeah, super impressed, guys. Fucking kicked ass. Whoever was on that cord, promotion. I think you're probably, really, really huge wiener. I imagine. I don't know, probably, but yeah, good shit. Fucking 1-1. Outstanding overall. Just tiny tweaks. We'll always keep trying to improve, but. We'll fucking knock it out of the park.
Can you stop talking for a second so I can say something?
Roger that, Captain.
To touch on the first thing you said, before you had taken one single breath, break contact means break contact, even if you are shooting at something. If you're told to break contact or disengage, you pop smoke and you break contact. That's the order you've been given. So there, like at that point, you said if you're still engaging something, then whatever. But it's if you're told to move and you're still engaging something, that's one thing. But if you're literally told to break contact, that's what break contact means. It means stop shooting and pop smoke and displace. So just to clarify that.
Thank you, Captain.
Is that all you had, Sergeant Heckman?
I guess so.
All right. Any Private Hawkins, you had a comment?
Yeah, A-firm. Thank you, Sergeant. About the breaking contact, I don't recall. Was that when the BTR was shooting at us, Sergeant Heckman?
Negative. Well, it was right after, but yeah, we were told to. Eventually, we did, but yeah, we stayed where we were, and like I said, I was just sitting there watching, and I was listening to AJ. Gave the order at least 3 or 4 times, and we just stayed there. So, but yeah, just make sure that we are actually moving when given movement orders and breaking contact when we're meant to break contact.
Okay, thank you, Sergeant. I probably just didn't hear that order.
There was a shitload of gunfire, so if that's the case. But yeah, let's just make sure that we're trying to hear what we, hear the orders, because like I said, he gave them multiple times, but shit happens.
All right, copy that, Sergeant. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any Caesar cues? And stand by. Let me get a screenshot real quick. Oh, Sergeant AJ.
Yeah, thanks, Sarge. Just to touch on that, yeah, it was the reason I did that was because we kept getting fired at from that side. I think it was north side, and we had some hard cover, some walls right behind us, a compound. So I felt it was necessary to move back. I know it was kind of hard listening to anything. Like I thought I didn't have my earplug. I checked at least 5 times. Fuck, something was broken. But and I think I popped 2 yellow smokes because of that. That's why you couldn't see the contacts. Because I wanted to break contact and stay behind cover and be closer to Alpha. That was the only reason I did it. Thank you, Sergeant.
All right. All right. Well, I got the attendance, fill-ins. Thank you so much, Captain, Sergeant Arch, Sergeant Munson. Appreciate it. Could have done the squad training day without you because we would have been really short-handed. So, so you're dismissed. My guys, if you can just stick around for another minute or two.
Thanks, me 1-1.
Thanks, Sergeant Arch. Appreciate it. Did everybody in 1-1 pass? Oh, I suppose we're all here. Sergeant Asia, you got my message about Sergeant Heckman's platoon training time.
Hey, firm, I sent it down to Lee.
Okay, have you gotten a response back from him
yet? Not yet. He's on that convention something.
Oh, that's right, his VFW thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got alphas, and so I just need yours and Specialist Lee's.
Firm. I'll send it up to you, when you told me to get it in one message, so I'll wait for him.
Oh yeah, copy, thanks. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to make sure is you guys all got that, and we just got that squared away. That's all I have. We've got our operation in like 2 hours or whatnot, so If you haven't actually read the op board, now's a good time to do that.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back at 8 p.m.-ish, probably closer to 8:30, but the stream will start between 8 and 8:30. For the op tonight, I'll be leading the platoon, so I'll see you guys then.